Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group for this AMA session. Today we have a project called Tectum. This is their third AMA back. Very excited to have Trevor and the team back here with us. It's been great success since the last AMA. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome Trevor from the team. Trevor, if you can start out introducing yourself, talking about your team, and just give us a bit of insight into your background experience, please.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Trev. I'm the COO of CrisMind. CrisMind is the parent or the blockchain, the Tectum blockchain. And yeah, my background, I guess, in the Legacy 2 world, Web 2 world, was in operations in a couple of industries, mainly manufacturing and agriculture. And the two things they've got in common is they have to be at the forefront of cutting edge technology. So I was submerged into that at a very young age. Not only that, it gave me a great opportunity to go and travel the world to different places there to teach people about this technology. And it gave me a good, I guess, baseline on different cultures, different ways of life, just really studying how one country is different to the other. And, as I started to get mature in that space, I started digging into, or falling down the rabbit hole, as I say, into learning about monetary history. And with monetary history, you go right back to the barter days, thousands of years ago, to currencies like seashells and salt, things of that nature, to gold coins, to and then to the fiat system we have today, and fractional reserve. And it led me down the rabbit hole of learning about Bitcoin. And the beauty about Bitcoin is it is going to be the next currency in some shape or form. But as I studied more in it, I realized that in layer one, it's going to be very expensive, highly congested, and there's definitely going to need to be a layer two solution. And then started studying more about layer twos, and this is back in 2016, 17, and I came across the guys at CrisMind working on Tectum, and just realized the technology that they were developing even at that time, more on layer one, but has morphed into layer two. And that's basically how I got my, and then as I got to know the team more and more, I started working with them full time. And that's basically how I got into the Web3 space. And so it was a very organic transition. And this is where I am today.
Appreciate the introduction there, Trevor. Again, guys, this is third time coming back, and since the first time I heard about Tectum, we've done a lot of AMAs, we have a lot of different payment solution projects coming through, and so I literally thought was like, you know what, another one, right? Just gonna go through another one. But Tectum really stood out. You guys, they say simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication, and I cannot think of a better way to describe, your philosophy and the way you guys approach in solving the problems that currently exist today, and particularly on the Bitcoin blockchain. So with that being said, there, Trevor, in your own words, can you describe to us what Tectum is and what are you guys solving and why is it the ultimate solution?
Yeah, absolutely. So the roots of the company date back about 9 years as a B2B company, and the devs were selling security protocols to clients, private clients, and it gave them the bandwidth to develop the distributed ledger technology in a private sense. And then about 2016, they decided to go into the B2C market. They realized that decentralization is the future, and they developed the blockchain so that it would be a consensus blockchain, and the blockchain itself has been developed for about 7 years now, and it's got a unique architecture that really sets it apart from any other one. A lot of other layer 1 blockchains are in some shape or form a copy and paste of Bitcoin. Our blockchain's architecture sets us apart there to be more of a data transfer of information. And blockchain-wise, that set us apart, but we realized that a scalable solution for Bitcoin, at the very least, was needed. And so we got to work with downloading a Bitcoin node. We looked at the code for several months and modified it and ran some tests and realized that even on a layer 1, we could make a transaction go through in a second that's verified on any explorer, as well as very low fees of about, we've seen 15 cents, as low as 11 cents, but average about 15, 20 cents. So that's a big difference from paying for transactions on layer 1 with other wallets. The only issue we had with that, we still had to stick by the Bitcoin constitution with their blocks, and so we could fill out the main pool very, very fast. But once we filled it, we'd still have to wait till the next block would open up. But it gave us the good baseline for our foundation to take that technology, which made Bitcoin cheaper and faster, and into the layer 2 solution, which is our SoftNote. SoftNote is our front and center product, and that's the layer 2 solution. And now we can take Bitcoin wallets, Bitcoin wallets, put them in a smart contract, and then distribute those wallets as if it was currency. And we do that through having the SoftNote with a serial number attached to it and a dynamic passcode. The Tectum blockchain takes a ledger, a record of that, but underneath there is a Bitcoin wallet that has Bitcoin inside. The public keys is always there for you to see, so that inside that SoftNote is you'll always have verification to an explorer, and the private keys is hashed onto our network, but and inside the smart contract. But we don't know what the keys are. The person with the SoftNote doesn't know what the keys are. The only time the private keys is revealed after creation is when you use your dynamic passcode, which is your ownership rights to the SoftNote. And when you put in your code and push burn, the system will then reveal will dissolve the contract, reveal the private keys, and then you're back from, or you're going from a layer 2 solution back into the layer 1 solution. So on the back end, that's really how it works. But for the usability, what we're trying to do is replicate what we already have, which is cash-like properties. Everybody here can put their hand into their wallet, and you would have denominations in dollars. You would have a note, a bank note of $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. We're replicating this exactly the same with Bitcoin. The soft notes are in set denominations, so you can get Bitcoin soft notes in 401, 402, 405, 301, and so on and so on. So we believe that these can really be the building blocks of a layer 2 solution, and thus creating the value for the world to use Bitcoin as currency again. There are, as you have alluded to, there are many payment systems out there, but a lot of them are trying to copy and paste what Bitcoin is in some shape or form, and a lot of them are, well, some of them are charlatans, some of them are trying to achieve something, but at the end of the day, whenever the fiat system implodes in whatever shape or form, Bitcoin is going to stand out in the digital world, and the company with the perfect layer 2 solution is going to be the one that's really going to stand in front of everyone else. So predominantly, that's our main focus right now. We've got the blockchain built, that's ready for anybody to build on top of. But our SoftNote, I believe, is going to be in high demand for the next bull run, especially with the ETFs that have been approved, the halving event, and what's going on externally in the world. The world has gone absolutely crazy. This is a normal cycle, and everything is sort of, all planets are aligning for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin mainly, there to be front and center. And SoftNote is, we focus really hard on SoftNote as a payment system so that we can take Bitcoin and make it a currency again.
Yeah, thanks for the explanation there on your blockchain, but also the SoftNote, and we will go deeper into what SoftNote is. But I remember the last conversation that we had, Trevor, like around, I believe, 5 months ago. I remember vividly you mentioned that very soon here people will start gravitate back into the Bitcoin blockchain, and you're not wrong. Right now, building on top of Bitcoin blockchain is the biggest narrative right now. Even layer two on Bitcoin is the biggest narrative right now. So great job on that. I think what you said there, I mean, look where we're at right now, which is amazing, and you guys are poised. You guys are right in the middle of this. This new, I guess, upcoming narrative, or this narrative, and you guys are doing a heck of a job. Last time we spoke, the price, because I bought in a bit, and it was 5 something, and today you're sitting at 20. Is it 20? What is it right now? 25.83. And I know you guys had an all-time high, pretty high up there, with 186 million market cap. So I want to congrats you guys on that. And especially with all these people starting, the media coverage that you guys have been getting as well. So a lot of people actually start learning about Tectum and talking about Tectum. So apparently you guys are really doing something correct, and I think the technology is being recognized by the mass. But before we go on and talk about the marketing and other things and the merchants and all that, let's dive deep into your flagship product, which is the SoftNote. What is the SoftNote, and how does the native coin tie to that? And let's say, how does a regular person like me able to use it? And also, let's tie that to the merchant side of it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, SoftNote is our front and center product. Basically, it's in very basic terms, it is a digital container. And with that container, anything digitally you can put inside. Now, it's not just for Bitcoin, but we use Bitcoin as the prime example to really get the fundamentals right. But basically, you can put any cryptocurrency, fiat currency, tokenized assets inside a SoftNote. But for Bitcoin, basically, whenever for a SoftNote to be minted into existence and create the value for a layer 2 solution, the only way that can happen is from our native token. So our token is TET, and it is a utility token. We released it in last July, and yeah, we've seen a run from $3 right up to $45. So we've got really good momentum for Christmas. And with that token, you can mint a bundle of SoftNotes in set denominations. That's the first beneficiary. The second beneficiary is the person that fills the SoftNotes with liquidity. Once they're filled with liquidity, the banknotes or the digital notes can go into circulation. And once they go into circulation, they can, they can provide the utility of free and instant Bitcoin payments. We have on our SoftNote wallet, we have got a full merchant terminal. So any small businesses, big businesses, brick and mortar, online can sign up instantly. There's no upfront fees. There's no hardware that they have to buy off us. They simply just need a smart device in order to use the system and generate QR codes for the customers to scan and make a payment in their shop or premises. Now, I think there's going to be two types of people in this ecosystem. There's going to be the people that simply don't want to know the details. They just simply want to use the utility. And then there's going to be people that want to build the ecosystem. And there is incentives for people to build the system. Again, the TAP token, you can exchange it for a bundle of soft notes in denominations. Each soft note has got a smart contract to it, to where if you mint the soft note, then you can get reoccurring rewards for life, for the lifetime of that soft note. That's the first beneficiary. Second beneficiary is the person who comes and provides liquidity to be a smart contract tied to their wallet. And then the third beneficiary is going to be the node operators that run the system for us and come to consensus. Let's say you mint a soft node, provide liquidity on a soft node, and then you've either got the option of buying goods and services, or you can go to an exchange and exchange those soft notes for cryptocurrency. Right now, you can do that at xt.com. If you've got there's a special interface for that. You can take your soft note, put it up for sale, or you can have it paired up with USDT and get USDT back and keep the cycle going. If you are a person that doesn't want to build the ecosystem, you go to xt.com and you use stable coins to buy the soft note, and then you'll have the utility side of it. Now, for example, how the kickbacks happen there, the reoccurring rewards. Let's say you spend $100 worth of Bitcoin at a shop in El Salvador, right? It's legal tender. If you spend $100 in that shop, the person who has got their contract on the soft notes, i.e. the minter or the liquidity provider, when it triggers the merchant terminal, then we charge the merchant 1% to use the system, never more than 1%, but up to 1%. And we take 1% back from him in TET tokens, and then the liquidity provider gets 20% of the 1%, liquidity provider 20%, and then the rest goes to the system, the node operators. So if it's $100, then we charge the merchant $1, and then 20 cents goes back to the minter, 20 cents goes back to the liquidity provider, and then 60 cents goes back to the network, the node operators who have staked onto the network. So we think that this is a really good incentive for people to build on the network, and we're going to ramp things up as demand is going to come in for Bitcoin. Headlines are going to start taking place over the next 6 months, 12 months, and so on. Then we're going to be ready with this payment system there for for any of the countries that are going to adapt Bitcoin as legal tender, and reach out there to all the merchants. We've got our own merchants sales team, so they are I think it's 150 merchants we've signed up so far. Right now, anybody can sign up and have that system for free. And in 6 months to a year, we'll start implementing the fee system. But we want to kickstart the ecosystem. On the technical side, that's the builders. On the technical side, again, the way it works is a smart. You mint soft notes. A smart contract is opened up. Someone comes along with their Bitcoin and fills liquidity. So all we're doing is opening up a Bitcoin wallet with a set denomination on it, like, for example, 0.5. We open up a Bitcoin wallet, have a set of private keys and public keys. Our smart contract there hashes the private key, stores it on our network. The public key is available at any stage so that you can copy, paste, go to an Explorer and see, yes, inside this Bitcoin wallet is 0.5 of a Bitcoin. And then it's basically just handing wallets out like currency. You're exchanging wallets in set denominations, so it replicates the cash-like properties of today. So that's kind of the the deep analysis of what SoftNote is.
Right, and I think you guys solved the biggest problem within the blockchain. The Bitcoin blockchain is the congestion, right? The speed of it, and you guys are able to do up to 1.3 TPS transaction per second, which is amazing. But what's more amazing is that you guys literally turned the whole scalability upside down in a sense, right? You guys literally pretty much changing wallets from hand to hand, essentially, correct?
Yes, correct. So basically, we're now taking, we're only using the first layer, the Bitcoin layer, in order to allocate Bitcoin into these denominations, into these wallets. Then we enter into the layer 2 solution that we have. And from that point onwards, for the user, it's instant and virtually free. We will charge a very small gas fee when it goes from hand to hand, when it goes from SoftNote wallet to SoftNote wallet. But Bitcoin then becomes boundless. It's all going to be off-chain transactions. So we're actually helping the Bitcoin network as well, because we're taking away congestion, we're taking away fees from the network there, so it can be more plausible from that point onwards. And look, we can get into, since speaking with you there, we've actually got a solution for ordinals as well. So we bring the same solution for making cheaper and faster transactions for Bitcoin. We can make cheaper and faster inscriptions on the BRC20 network. So even more utility there. But yeah, you are correct there. We're taking Bitcoin off chain, putting it onto our layer 2, and from that point onwards, users can instantly spend their Bitcoin, and we only charge a small gas fee for that transaction on wallet.
Pretty amazing, pretty amazing. It sounds so simple. Yet nobody had thought about it until you guys, which is pretty incredible. Because actually, this is the only way to really for scalability. I mean, this is almost amazing. So you guys made it so simple. It sounds so simple, and I think it's necessary in order to get mass adoption. I always say since day one, I think you guys potential to really get this mass adoption because how simple it is to use. So just to read. I will get the native token TET, which is your native token that allows me to mint the SoftNote, which in the sense pretty much a Bitcoin wallet, and that would generate a serial number and a passcode, right? And I have an option to fill in liquidity, or other people can actually fill in the liquidity as well. When I filled it in, the liquidity, or if somebody, let's say Mike fills in the liquidity, if that SoftNote goes through a merchant, you guys charge the merchant up to 1%. 20% of that fee gets kicked back to the minter, which is me, and also the person who provided liquidity, correct?
Yeah. So we charge 1% to the merchant, and then 20% of that 1% goes back to the
Right.
minter, 20% of the 1% to the liquidity provider, and then the remaining to the node operators.
That is amazing. I mean, that's a great incentive to. You know, as your ecosystem grow, I mean, I just don't see how. Why would you have Bitcoin sitting around, right? I mean, you can earn that.
Yeah, look, that's the whole idea. Like the the narrative has been sort of played over the years, but it says on the white paper there, this is meant to be a currency, an internet currency, and it's sort of morphed into a store of value. And a store of value is fine until it has to have utility. Otherwise, it's a pet rock. It's a pet digital rock in some shape or form. And it's going to, Bitcoin's going to grow into a behemoth. BRC20 ordinals is going to just spam the network. That's all it's going to do. The narrative for this bull run is going to be layer two solutions, and the Lightning Network came with their solution. We believe they got it wrong from the get-go. They wanted to open up channels and close channels into the network. It's but have a watchtower within that channel. So, I mean, you have to have something centralized in a decentralized world to try and make it cheaper and faster. And we've seen it roll out in El Salvador, and it did not do exactly what they wanted to do. So there's not many layer two solutions out there, and we've been working on this for many years. And I think it's timing. We've got the timing very right, because big things are coming there. But yeah, that's basically the whole ecosystem. That's one small part of doing what we are. I'm not sure if you know there, we have got a Tectum. Well, we've done staking over the last about a month ago. We started that process, and we also have we've opened up Tectum Labs, an accelerator program for small projects there that want to build on top of our system. We've got two projects that we're very excited about that we can talk about as well. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's SoftNote.
Amazing. Yeah, I know that you guys just have your staking live recently, correct?
Yeah, correct. We rolled that out in the 1st of January, and it's been an amazing success so far. I think as of yesterday there, it was 685,000 tokens that have been locked up for whatever 3, 6, 7 months there. So that's a huge portion of the network that are staking on it there. We've got 20% APY on that, and the community asked for staking there, and we gave within 3 months we gave the community a way of staking on the T12 network.
Yeah, that's actually amazing. The TVL is actually quite a bit. That's actually incredible. You mentioned merchants. Now, did I hear 150 or 50 merchants you guys have onboarded?
Yeah, so far we've 150 merchants that have onboarded, and we haven't scaled it up at the minute there. Like, we're trying to just really set the foundation there for how we're going to implement a mass adoption campaign, and we've got resources set aside there. So right now, when it comes to merchants, when you talk to them about Bitcoin, they think of the hype a few years ago. Now all that changes once the hype comes back, and then all of a sudden customers saying, "How come you're not you don't accept Bitcoin as payment?" And so once that happens, and it will happen quicker than people think, then we can deploy a full-scale mass adoption operation for that. We're going to do it in a few different ways. We have an in-house sales team that we're growing and shaping up. In the old system there, it used to be with all shops, you would have ISO organizations, which would be basically boots on the ground, going from door to door, trying to sell Stripe. services, Visa services, card services. We're going to go to these organizations and say, hey, how about you want to be the first to adopt a full scale point of sale crypto system? So we have got that lined up, and in the so that's the old kind of Web 2 scenario. For the Web 3 scenario, we're getting deeper and deeper into the AI scene and realizing that whatever you can do yourself, you can then use AI to scale up that operation 10,000 fold. So we're really getting some. We're learning the environment, and we think that AI can play a vital role for the outreach of online merchants, especially where we can onboard them there and build rapport, build a relationship with merchants.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely can see that as the whole crypto space evolve, right? I think, I mean, ultimately, it will get to that point where merchants will accept Bitcoins, cryptocurrency in general, and you guys are poised for that, I think. But yeah, when I think about how the SoftNote works, which is incredible, how you guys are able to strategize or think of this concept, which is incredible. But also, it's even with the merchant side of it, and you say that for the merchant side of it, you guys only charge up to 1%. And for those that are in business, even Visa right now, it's around 2.5%, right? Or any kind of POS system right now is at least 2.5%. So with you guys even at up to 1%, that's almost half off, right? So that's actually this is a lot. That's a lot better than what's going on right now in the real world. But yeah, I definitely can see the adoption through that. I said to you guys since first AMA, and since then, and you have many people talking about the project. So, what was the key driver behind that for as far as marketing go, Trevor? Because I've been following you guys. You have Crypto Chico was talking about you guys, and you have
Yeah.
Ran. You have other big people that starting to recognize what Tectum is about. Have you guys been pushing the marketing side of it as well?
Yeah,
Is that what?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, a little bit of a backstory to that. Like, obviously, we were a developer-focused company, and we wanted to build something of value before really taking it to market. But as we started going into the marketing scene, we realized that a lot, well, let's be honest, meme coins sort of take people's attention there. You get your dopamine hit on meme coins, and a meme coin can generate, well, someone can come along there with a small amount of money there and just push the marketing side, do marketing tricks to try and push the coin, and then it's a rug pull. So we we were kind of up against that in terms of marketing there. We've got funds for marketing and funds or funds for developing and then funds for marketing. So we realized there that we were on the back foot with marketing about 14 months ago, and we really started ramping things up, especially the closer we got to our token launch. The more we said, wow, we really have to roll up our sleeves here and start making a big push. And we've, on the marketing side of things there, it's been non-stop since then. You've seen yourselves during the launch there, we were in every AMA that we could get our hands on. We were pushing out as many articles as we can. We release blogs almost every day to try and educate people there. Since then, we're still constantly on AMAs. We're trending constantly on different platforms like crypto.com, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. And all we've done was just realize we're on the back foot. We need to crack on, and we just kept going and going, keeping our head down, and we started to see the results, especially Christmas time. We did huge marketing campaigns in different jurisdictions, seeing steady results from that. But we basically had our Christmas dinner and then looked at the charts, seeing where it was going. As you said there, Chico Crypto made a mention about us. Then all of a sudden, a whole organic audience that never heard about us there came to us, and then with very little effort there, the chart just absolutely went ballistic. And that was just from solid 8 months before that of our heads down there trying to figure out the market inside there. So hard work really does pay off. It really does. We just kept at it there. So we caught up. We believe we really caught up. We're on the back foot, but we caught up in the market inside there, and we learned a lot along the way. And we now have got a real good base of advisors, a good base of marketers there to really, and they all really believe in the product. We've built that relationship with them. We've built relationships with advisors and influencers, and we've got many of them, and everybody's ready. We're just sitting ready on the edge of our seat there. Once we get round this corner, get closer to the halving event, get closer to Bitcoin making headline news, that's whenever we deploy all the silver bullets and just go out there and get all eyes on the prize, basically. So big push over the last 8 months on the marketing side.
Yeah, and like you said, definitely show for sure. You're right. I mean, I've been following you guys, and it seems like you guys are like trending on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko almost like every day for weeks there. Yeah, so things pretty much, and I'm glad you did, because I think I mean, the first AMA, I was vouching for you guys as I was going to buy in because of the technology that I'd never seen before. Very unique. Not very unique, but the simplicity of it. That's what I really into, is the simplicity of it. And it needs to be that simple to get mass adoption. And so I'm glad that it's actually, I mean, it went crazy. It went up to, like you said, like around $45 all-time high around there. So, and we have been posting about you guys. I really believe that with this narrative, layer 2 solution narrative here, with this coming up bull run here, I think I just don't foresee how you guys can hit that 1 billion market cap. We've been posting you guys. I think you guys will hit that billion market cap because the narrative is so strong. You guys are poised for that. So yeah, Trevor, always great to have a great chat with you again. And it looks like you guys have been pushing hard. I always, like you say, you guys just partnered up with OrSwap. We held classes on BRC20. So you guys just partnered with OrSwap as well. So you guys are forming partnerships, and you guys have been working really hard. So it's very, very nice to see a real legitimate project like yourself, but you guys never let go of the gas pedal. You guys been hustling over there. So very, very happy to see that. Great project. I have nothing bad to say about this project. I want investors, not financial advice, but I really believe that you guys will go far here.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's only the start of it there. I know we might be strapped on time there, but we have got some good incubator projects that are coming. Just a little plug in for that. We've got Jobs 3 that we're incubating for Q1, Q2 of this year. Jobs 3 is just basically, if you see Fiverr.com, you see a centralized place for freelancers there. You need a bank card, you need credentials for all of that. What we want to do is take that architecture and then bring it from centralized to decentralized, and predominantly focus on it being a center hub spot for anybody that wants to get into this industry. But trust that we'll have a rating system for everybody there, but trust that anybody in Jobs 3 is there for the good and not the bad, not the charlatan side. And it will have it will have different categories there. Yourselves, you can advertise your AMA services there. Developers can advertise their services there. Advisors, market makers, things of that nature. So anybody that wants to build in this space, we want this to be the hub spot for the go-to place, so that you can come here and just cherry pick your team to get there. and all you have to do is connect your wallet, and that wallet, then you can get paid in cryptocurrency. So it will really open up the doors to the unbankless part of the world. There's many people there that can't get a bank for whatever reason, bank account for whatever reason there, but they've got internet, they can connect their wallet, and they could have a skill set. They could take that skill set, put it on our Jobs3 platform there, and then get paid in cryptocurrency. We'll have a governance token for that system. So the community will vote on the direction that Jobs3 should go down. So that's one project. We want to take the freelance world and bring it decentralized. The second project is a mammoth project as well. This is Russell's kind of baby. It's called QuanMed AI. And we all know that the medical industry is the most centralized industry in the world. You've got 6-7 companies that have got control of the entire world when it comes to medicine, and it's their rules or no rules. And we want to basically bring that fully centralized world and bring it decentralized, i.e., everybody here can now have private keys to their own medical data, and they can do as they wish with that data inside an app. If you wanted to keep that data for yourself and no one see it, it is entirely up to you. But if you wanted to monetize it, if you wanted to sell that data to a third party that's doing research and development that aligns with your ethics, then you can do so through the app. You can choose that category and then give them the private key, give them access to your cherry pick data. It doesn't have to be your entire data set. And we see this as a way of helping people there take control of their data. And there will also be, it'll decentralized place for physicians, patients, biohackers, anybody in the sports industry. And then to top all of that off, we are going to use quantum mechanics, quantum computing, in order to have advanced algorithms so that they can go through any of the decentralized databases and potentially see any I guess, analyses of future problems down the line. If you had your data set in a public view for these algorithms, they could parse through it and say, we believe that you could potentially have a heart attack in 6 months. Maybe you should go to a physical physician there, and get checked out. So I can only just give you the nutshell if we are strapped on time there. But those are two huge projects, and that's going to be a big focus on development for 2024. Of course, marketing for 2024, we're going to push really hard on the merchants or the SoftNote side, the merchant side. We are making big steps into going fully decentralized and open source on our own network, and then just put all the pieces together basically for 2024.
Oh, well, that project, the second project regarding the medical field, I think that's actually very interesting. Now, as you were speaking, I'm thinking about the accessibility of information, medical information for internationally. So let's say if I was to travel to a different country, right, the doctor is able to also able to have access to my medical history as well, right? That should really speed up the process and just make everything more efficient worldwide, right? So that's actually incredible.
Yeah, exactly there. And sort of just to touch up on that, not only can you travel with your data set, but you can also allow access to it for an emergency. And let's say you don't want something done to you. You don't want a blood transfusion or something like that. Whatever the niche is, you can set those parameters, And if you know, and then in a legal sense, you can say if a hospital does something that they shouldn't do to you, then you can take a legal contract to court there and basically say, I didn't want this done. I did not opt into this centralized malarkey, and again, given control back to the person there, because right now we're at the whim of hospitals and their policies, and those policies have been made 30, 40 years ago, or if you go deep down the rabbit hole, 100 years ago, and it is not for the health or the longevity of the patient there. It is just for profit. It's everything is made for the profit and the shareholders of these companies. They don't share about your health. This system here, a decentralized system there, the emphasis is put back to good physicians that want healthy patients, and the patients want to be healthy and want to have good physicians there to do a good job. So it changes the paradigm completely once you really go down the rabbit hole there. But yes, predominantly, you've got control of your data set. That's a big thing for people. And then that opens the portal for many other things.
100%. Now, just really quick, Trevor. So I'm not sure you're able to get the detail as of now, but how are investors able to have access to this project? What are the requirements? Can you speak on that yet, or do they need to hold Tectum coins, or?
Yeah, so obviously we've always said with our TET token as well, the other side of the utility is discounts if ever we do bring projects on board. So QuanMed is going to be more than likely a fair launch in some shape or form there. We never had any VCs for Tectum, for TET token there. And we got really good results from that there. We stuck to our guns on that. So I don't see us really going the VC route with this one. I think it's just going to be a fair launch. We're thinking of going on the Solana network for launch for QuanMed AI. And yeah, there's not specific details there, but I think it's going to be very quick. It's going to be a short, fair launch there, and then just market as much as we can to it there, do the same tour as we done with TET token there. So basically circle back with yourselves there, really promote the QuanMed project, and then basically go from there.
Very exciting stuff, and for those that are listening, this is Tectum, and that's going to be the first two projects. You know what that means, right? They would not be bringing in shitty projects. So that's my assessment on it. So I'll definitely be watching for those projects, and when you guys on the pre-sale, etc. Now I'm very happy to hear that you guys are putting a lot of emphasis on the merchant side of it. And I believe that the next 150 merchants, maybe 500 merchants, I think you guys will see the exponential growth there. I think that's going to be one of the main key driver for exponential growth. People will be looking at the system like, why am I sitting on Bitcoin, right? Why input liquidity and earn some yield off it, right? 20% off the 1% from the merchants. So I think that's going to be huge. That's going to be really huge, and I'm excited to see the next, maybe 150 from you guys, etc. So great to hear that you guys put a lot of emphasis on that. Well, yeah, Trevor, thank you so much, Trevor. It's always been a pleasure chatting with you. We've just passed 1 hour, and we're a big supporter of Tectum. I'm an investor myself, but if you guys never have financial advice, make sure you do your research. If there's anything, Trevor, let us know how we can support you. Just let us know, updates, etc.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good. So if you don't have a last word for us, Trevor, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I know that's very early for you. And so I know that there's a lot of questions in the room. We will pin Tectum Telegram. So make sure you guys go over there. If you have questions, you guys can always ask them over there. But Mike will, like normal, he will go through the questions and pick one good question as a winner. So Trevor, again, thank you so much for being here, and amazing job. Congrats over there. Congrats for you guys' accomplishment lately.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks, and loving the support from yourself and your community. Really, really appreciate it.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. Take care. All right. So Mike is gonna come on. I believe he has a couple giveaway to do.
All right. Thank you. That was a great presentation, brother. Good to have you back as always. Thank you, Seattle. We do have, let me share my screen over here. There we go. We have 4 $20 SoftNote giveaways that we're going to be giving away right now. So let me shuffle these up and we'll grab our 4 winners. Now, while it's just spinning, I'd like to remind everybody that we do have an active Twitter giveaway going on. Go like, retweet, drop a comment there, and we'll be picking a winner there as well. And after this, once we get everything all uploaded to YouTube, there's going to be an additional cash opportunity to win over on YouTube as well. Like, drop a comment there as well. And Trevor, once this is all wrapped up, I'm going to get everything uploaded to YouTube and get you over a copy so that way you have it for your records as well. Kip Stafford, congratulations, first winner.
Seattle.
Almost. Logitech, congratulations, another winner.
Logitech, huh?
I got a Logitech keyboard, actually. That's funny.
It's a popular.
Nikes. We have a third winner.
Wow. All these brand names.
Let's get this good shuffle up for this last winner. See if we can't pop you up here, Seattle. But you can't win.
You know, I've got 6 X's from Tectum already, so I don't think I need this SoftNote.
And we have our last winner here, Matt. Congratulations to all 4 of our winners. Now stay tuned for the upload here on YouTube and the posting over in Telegram. Thank you, everybody that came out tonight, today, in the afternoon, wherever you guys are from. We love you all, and we will see you guys in the next one.
All right, guys. See ya.
Bye, guys.